Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to continue with my lipstick declutter, my deep collection purge. There is so much to get rid of. All right, today I'm doing pink lipsticks, and these are traditional pink lipsticks, and I'm going to start out by letting you know I've already smelled everything, and these 4 lipsticks are bad. So I have 2 here from Lipstick Queen. The one that kills me is that the one in these packaging here. This is one that's called Let Them Eat Cake. This was a $50 lipstick. That's like the 4th or 5th one of these $50 lipsticks that has gone bad. Also, this one here, this is one of their, I think they're called Butterfly Ball. They're kind of like a sheer but kind of duochrome lipstick. This one is bad. One of my lippy sticks is bad, and then a Clinique lipstick. So 4 already in the can't wear them, they must be thrown away pile. And if you're wondering, let me show you. This right here is my bad, and they can't be worn because they've gone bad. And this, my friends, is my collection of what I don't think I need anymore. So these are my decluttered. The other one in the red container, those are they've gone bad before I could use them or anyone else could use them. Oh, it breaks my heart because it's just sheer waste. So thank you for watching today. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'm gonna do what I have recently started doing. I'm just gonna swatch them all. And I'm gonna make small swatches on the back of my hand so that I can start comparing formula, color, do we have some similarities? And we're gonna make decisions based on that. So this is the first round of swatches. These are all drugstore lippies. The first 3 are all from Maybelline. I have one of the mattes and 2 of the Color Whispers. I forgot how good these Color Whispers are, but I realized between this matte and these Color Whispers, I am just not going to wear any of these shades. So these are going to go goodbye. I then had 4 of the Burt's Bees lipsticks. My husband brought home this summer just a bag full of every single one of the lipsticks he could find, every single one of the lip oils, and every single one of the lip crayons. So I've had to do some really hard deciding, and it's harder when I know it was something that my husband brought home specifically for me. But out of these 4, these 3 shades here, I don't think I'm going to be wearing. They're these 3, but this one right here, I really like. This one's called Magenta Rush. So this is the first one out of all the drugstore that I'm keeping. And then from there, it's all yes, yes, yes. The next one I have here is from ColourPop. This is their shade What If in their Luxe lipstick. I love this shade. It's beautiful. I'm also keeping this. This is from Flower Beauty. It's their Hydra Silk Ultimate Lip Butter. And this shade right here is beautiful. This is called Rose Petal. And the last one, I think I'm probably going to give this to one of my daughters. This is one of those Petite Bunny gloss bars from Tony Moly. And it's in a very light, very wearable, very comfortable. I don't know. I bought this because I love these. I may need to just throw this into my purse. And that's what I put on when my lips are feeling dry. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Out of all of these, I think I'm going to get rid of these 6 and keep these 4. These are the next round of pinks here. The whole entire top row is all Lipstick Queen. The first shade here is called Come Up. It's a really pale, almost bubblegum pink. I don't wear shades like that. So that one's going to go. That's one of those $50 lipsticks. It's not bad. I hope somebody else will be able to love it. I am keeping this one right here. This is another one that's just called Play It. It is a gorgeous, creamy, buttery delight on the lips. And I'm gaga for the packaging. All right, after that, the next shade here is this one right here. And this is called Jean Queen. Jean is in like blue jeans. And they designed this shade specifically to go well with blue jeans, but it's a really pretty pinky nude shade. And I think it's fantastic. Now this one here, when I wear it on my lips, it's frog print. So it's one that looks green in the tube, and you put it on and it changes supposedly based on your pH. Whatever, on my lips it turns a hot pink, and not a flattering shade of hot pink. But since my hands will be freezing right now, this is not going to stay. The last 2 shades I have from Lipstick Queen in the pinks are these 2, and they're the last 2 here. This one here is Hot Rose Center and Bright Rose Center, and I feel like I'm more likely to use the Hot Rose. So that one is staying and the Bright Rose is going. Down to the bottom here, this is an Estee Lauder lipstick. This is one of their Pure Color Envy, and this is the shade Tumultuous Pink. This is not a shade that I think I see myself. It's very similar actually to the Hot Rose Center, so I feel like I like the other formula better. I'm going to let this one go. The next one I have here is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's one of her Matte Revolution lipsticks in the shade The Queen, which is a beautiful fuchsia-y pink. I love that shade. I'm keeping that shade. The next one here is this. It's from Pat McGrath. It's one of her Luxe Trance lipsticks. It doesn't say Matte Trance. This is the Luxe Trance, and this is the shade Sextrology. It's this one here. It's a beautiful pinky nude. Next in line is this one right here from Bite Beauty. You know, this is one that came in a BoxyCharm, and it worked better than I expected it to work. This is the shade Sorbet, but I really have only used it once during that BoxyCharm video at the beginning of this year. I'm gonna let someone else use it before I can't anymore. The last two shades, this one here and this one here, are both from a holiday collection last year from Smashbox. And because this really bright fuchsia color is very similar to another one that I'm keeping, I'm going to let this one go. But I am going to keep this one here, which is this really almost cooler pink. This one, by the way, is the shade Pretty Social. I've worn this one a lot this year, so this one is going to stay. Out of 12, I'm keeping 6 and getting rid of 6. These are my last 9 shades, and don't they all look nearly the same? Oh, I'm so mad at myself. All right, so the first 2 are from last year's Clinique holiday gift set. There were 5 shades in here. The first shade right here, I think I'm going to keep. This is called Sugar Pop. The next shade is Party Pop, and I like this shade, but I feel like I have something that's already similar to this, so I'm going to let it go. The next 2 shades right here are both from Lisa Eldridge. One is the Insanely Saturated, and the other one, I'm forgetting the type, but it's more of a sheer balm, like hydrating lipstick. So the darker one here is Skyscraper Rose. That's the Insanely Saturated. And this other one here is called Love of My Life. This, oddly enough, and I don't wear a lot of, you would think that I do wear a lot of pink lipsticks with all the pinks that I have. This is the one that is not a bright, like a hot pink that I wear all the time. I pull this out. I probably, out of all of my Lisa Eldridge lipsticks, this is the one that I use the most, and it really surprised me. And then I also love to dab it because it's a really kind of gorgeous, lush, creamy, like on my cheeks as blush, and it really makes a beautiful cohesive look. So on very minimal makeup days, concealer, a little bit of blush, a little bit of brows, and then lipstick, I wear this one. And the other one in Skyscraper Rose is a huge favorite of mine. The last one on the top right here, I'm really divided on. This is from Fenty Beauty. This is the shade, is it Candy Venom? I think that's what it is. It's a really pretty color. It's very like crazy saturated, but I remember I've had this for more than a year now. It came in a Sephora Give Me Lip Kit, or Give Me, was it rose lips or pink lip? I forget what it was. But this came in one of those little tiny mini, everything's a mini, and there was one full size from Sephora for like $32. I just haven't used it. So it's not that it's not a beautiful color, I just haven't used it. This one down here as well, they're remarkably similar. This is a Pat McGrath mini, and this is her Matte Trance lipstick in the shade Full Panic. So I remember getting this last fall in a set where I got 2 reds in this, and I just haven't reached for it. So I think that's kind of like it's time to let it go. This is the next one here. That's from Lancome. It's a color design lipstick. It's matte. It's called Racy. I really like this formula, and I like the way that it wears, so I'm going to hang on to that. The next one I have right here, it's a little bit more juicy, is this. It's from Guerlain. It's one of their Rouge G lines. This is the shade Gladys, and it's such a beautiful shade, very comfortable on the lips, and the packaging is to die for. This is the only one of these that I have. I just can't see myself spending $65 on another one of these when I have so many lipsticks. So I bought it just to see what the Guerlain lipsticks were like, as well as because I'm a sucker for some fancy packaging, and the fact that there's like mirrors in here, and it's spring-loaded, and it's magnetized, and it's heavy and weighted, and it just makes me happy. But the truth is, I'm not buying anymore. The last one right here is this. This is from Urban Decay. It's one of their lo-fi lip mousses. And this is the shade Noise. All right. I bought this last fall because I wanted to try this lightweight feeling. And I obviously love these types of really deep fuchsia hot pinks. And I like the shade, and I like the way it feels in the first hour, but then it sucks all the life out of my lips, and I am left with a dry, flaky desert that does not look good, because if you're wearing a matte lipstick, you cannot have any flaking or cracking on your lips because all the product just settles in there. And this just makes my lips dry, like exceedingly dry. So I like the idea, and I love the way it feels within that first hour. It's like you're not wearing anything. And then it just like, it's like you threw a sponge into a glass of water and it just kind of sucks it all up. That's what this is, but it's not the feeling I want on my lips. So out of these 9, I'm keeping 5 and I'm letting 5 go. So out of 35 pink lipsticks, I'm letting go of 20 and I'm keeping 15. I feel really good about that. And that does include the 4 that went bad. So these are gonna go in my toss pile. Makes me angry, especially when it's a $50 lipstick. And then the rest of them are just gonna go into my, I'm not wearing it. Maybe if I go through and sanitize them all, I can let somebody else try it and see if they'll fall in love with it. Super easy to sanitize. I have alcohol in a spray bottle. So what I do is I turn it up all the way. I spray it all over, take a Kleenex and lightly wipe off that top layer, not just on the part where I apply the lipstick, but on the whole bullet. And then I spray it again. And I feel at that point it's very well disinfected, that if somebody, like a friend or a family member, feels comfortable trying it on, I don't feel bad like I'm passing on any bacteria. So here's what I'm keeping for pink lipstick. I'm sure I could pare it down even more, but then I would be kind of like trying to choose a favorite kid. And I feel like what I'm letting go, I have used, I have enjoyed, but I haven't used it enough to merit me keeping it. So if you're interested in my lipstick declutter, I've got a playlist going because I've got so many. I'm so embarrassed to say that. And this is just the fall 2019 lipstick declutter. I'm hoping that I'm not going to have to continue to declutter at this same level because I will have stopped purchasing at this same level. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're working through kind of downsizing something in your life. It doesn't have to be makeup. It could be anything. I'm really curious about that. I'm trying to do more of that in my life in general. Keep what's really good and what really works for me and let some of the rest go, either onto somebody else, or if I can't use it anymore and nobody else should be using it, straight to the trash. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again soon.